Hey guys, Kevin here, Tanner. We are going to talk about our pre-release. So this is our post-pre-release show, Clovis Cards and Comix. We had pre-release for Tarkir Dragonstorm this last week, and we had a great time. Well, I did at least. Tanner got beat in the finals by somebody he shouldn't have been beat by.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But we've had the weekend to recover and review. We've got some cards we want to showcase that stuck out to us from the weekend.
And we're just going to play a little game. We're going to see how our decks, we didn't get to play against each other on the Friday night pre-release. And then the winner gets to go against Tim's special deck. I'm not going to spoil anything, but he has a special deck that he built on Saturday when he played. So we're gonna jump into it. You want to high roll?
Yeah, it sounds good.
All right. That's how I roll with my dice. I can never roll high. Hey, right. Get wrecked.
Sorry, you going first or second?
Always first. Always first. I did notice, and I don't know if you noticed, but I noticed that the pre-release felt a lot slower. The format felt a lot slower than the last probably 3 or 4 pre-releases.
Yeah, Aether Drift was very, very aggressive.
Well, so was Duskmourn.
And Duskmourn, yep. But I think this time, like, besides, there were some Ardu decks that were definitely quick.
I was told by people that they played a Mardu deck that ran them over, but I never saw a Mardu deck, so I can say with 100% certainty that I don't know what they're talking about. This is very evident of a lot of the hands that I had, and it's not very good. But
and this is best of 1.
I know it's best of 1, so it could get worse. So I'm gonna keep since I'm on the play.
Okay, I'm gonna keep as well.
And I'm going to start with a fresh, classic, Evolving Wilds.
I do like the new art.
I'm going to crack it on and pass the turn because it's going to come in tapped because you don't get to fetch for untapped lands and limited.
For my first turn, I'll play a Thornwood Falls. I'll go to 21. And I'll pass back to you when you're done shuffling.
Alright, I'm going to get a forest.
So, in our pre-releases, we both chose colors we didn't end up playing.
Yeah, so I started with a Teamer box. I'm going to play this Plains for turn. And I'm going to play the Omen side of this dragon and go search for a basic land, reveal it, and put it in my hand.
And Omen's one of those new mechanics.
Yes, Omen is a new mechanic. Instead of it going on an adventure, it gets shuffled back into the library. So, dragon goes bye-bye back into the deck, but I get to go get my 3rd color. So, yes, I started with Teamer, but obviously I'm running Abzan. I don't know how that worked out. I really wanted to play Teamer, but the Teamer cards in my packs did not work out, so...
And though I chose Abzan, I ended up playing Sultai.
I had all your Abzan cards in my pack.
Yep. The only thing I wanted was a Skirmish Rhino, and I didn't open a single one all weekend.
Well, he's going to come say hi to you in a little bit.
Uh-oh. We're going to play Sultai Devotee. This is one of the new filter creatures.
The Devotees are awesome.
Yeah.
I thought they were
so
great.
This they all have an ability of pay 1 to filter for one of their colors, only once each turn, and then they also have a keyword. So this one is a Death Touch 2/1 in addition to its ability.
Yeah, the Death Touch one's pretty brutal.
Yeah, I'll pass.
All right. Well, now that I have my natural Abzan, we are going to play. This was one of my all-stars of the weekend. Fellothar, Dawn of the Abzan. It is a 3/3 for 3 with trample, and when it enters and attacks, you may sacrifice an on-land permanent and put +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. I don't have anything to sacrifice right now, but soon I will be sacrificing.
Could sacrifice him.
No, we're not going to do that.
I'll go to my turn. Untap and draw. 2 for an Undergrowth Leopard. It's a Vigilance 2/2 that I can pay 1 and sacrifice to destroy an artifact or enchantment. And then we will also pay 1 for the Dragonfire Blade.
Ooh, that card's good too.
Yeah, this is one of my rares. Gives the equipped creature hexproof from monocolored, +2/+2, and it costs less for every color of the creature it's equipping to, which is nice. I'm not going to attack though. I'm going to pass turn.
You don't want to come in with your Death Toucher?
No, we're going to leave it back for when Mr. Fellothar swings. If he survives that long.
Cannot swing. He cannot swing into Death Touchers. This was another one of my Abzan rares. Obviously, having Abzan rares makes you kind of play Abzan. When this creature enters, if it's cast, you mill 4 cards, and then you return a creature card, mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And what we're trying to do here is hit the Skirmish Rhino or the Hydra, and let's see if we can do it. And we didn't, but we did get the Death Touching Goblin, and he gets to enter the battlefield with Mobilize. And when he attacks, we tap 1/1 Red Warrior. And when he enters, I surveil 1. What do we want to do with that? I think we can let that go. All right. Go ahead, sir. There was a lot of stalemates like this, at least I saw in the pre-release, where you can really build out your board, but until you get to a place where you can attack profitably, there's not a lot of attacking happening. So.
Yeah. I was going to say the same thing. There were lots of, just tons of creatures on the board, but no one swinging until they found that right window. I'm going to go ahead and play a Tranquil Cove.
Okay.
Go to 22. And then we'll play a Champion of Dusan. There's a 4/2 with Trample. With a renew ability that's only activatable from the graveyard. So I'll pass. We've got...
We're going to stare at each other for a while.
Lines of creatures.
Alright, I'm going to play Plains for turn. This was another all-star, the Loxodon Battle Priest. I'm going to play him, and then I'm going to go to combat. At the beginning of my combat step, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on another creature I control. Let's put it on the Trampler. And then I will not attack, and I will pass the turn.
Yeah, these death touch creatures.
They do scare people. Yeah. So, yeah, even when I can put trample on things, when there's a Death Toucher across the board, there's not a lot to be done.
But let's see if we can kind of put a timer on this.
Uh-oh.
We're going to play Warden of the Grove.
Listen, we don't got anywhere to be. There's nothing going on. There's no reason to get out of hand here with Hydras. That Hydra was the all-star, I think, of the weekend.
I loved this card. It's a 3-drop 2/2, but at my end step it gets a 1/1 counter, and then when other non-token creatures enter, that creature that enters endures X, where X is the number of tokens on this creature.
Counters.
So it'll start getting big, and then allow me to just start
Making other
going even more wide or tall.
Yes.
But we're still not swinging. We're waiting for our window. So at my end step, we'll put a counter on him. Not two. Not yet. So he'll be a 3/3, and I'll pass turn.
Alright. Well, let's see what we got here. Let me go ahead and do this then. I'm going to play the Doge. He is a, what do I want to keep up? Maybe, I don't know if it matters. He is a standing upright dog soldier with a spear in his hand. And when he enters, I can draw a card if I control a creature with a counter on it. If I don't, draw a card this way, put a +1/+1 counter on it. So I will draw the card.
I wasn't playing during the original Tarkir sets, but were there other like humanoid creature types back in the day, or is
I
this
don't remember
something new
dog
to see?
humanoids since like
You saw some in Amonkhet, I believe.
Yeah, Amonkhet was the first time I remember seeing them because they were more of the like
Anubis
stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
so
the jackals.
I will play this great Arashian City, another one of my rares, and then I will use the 2 to play an Abzan Monument. And when this enters, I can search my library for a basic plains, forest, or swamp, reveal it, and put it into my hand. And it has a activate ability for 1 and Abzan, tap, sacrifice this artifact, create an XX white spirit creature token where X is the greatest toughness among creatures you control. Activate it only as a sorcery. I'm going to put a forest in my hand, and then I will go to combat. And then I will put a counter on the Death Toucher, and then I will not attack. That's turn.
Alright. Go ahead.
Who's going to run out of cards first? Or space to put their cards?
Maybe there is another way.
Did you, I mean, this isn't like spoiler to tell me what's in your hand or what's in your deck, but did you feel like removal was very light in the pool? I did not get very much removal, but I ran into a guy that had a ton of it.
I ended up splashing into more than 3 colors because there were some in like multicolors that I thought were worthy of it.
There's like a 1 black.
Yeah, like a sacrifice to exile.
Yeah.
I saw that played against
I
me.
ran into a guy that had 3 of those.
There's some new like bite cards where your creature deals damage equal to its power. The ones that I splashed for had like hybrid mana, which I thought was cool. So I didn't necessarily have to splash for them, but then they would have cost like 5 or 6, and that wasn't quite worth it. We're going to tap out and play a Purging Stormbrood and see if we can go up and over. So I'm playing this for the creature side. It is a flying ward, pay 2 life. When it enters, I remove all counters from up to 1 target creature. So we're gonna take the counter off of your Fellothar.
You can take it off the Hydra.
I can, but I'm not going to, because this also triggers when this enters, and this will endure 1. So I'm going to put a counter on it. So I've got a flying 5/5.
For being a dragon set, that's the first dragon that's been played.
Yeah. Yep.
Not very dragony, my friend.
Nope. Yeah, we'll go to my end step. I'll trigger the Warden, put a counter on it, and I'll pass.
All right.
So 4/4.
Now we're cooking with gas. What do we got here? We have enough to do the thing. All right. So we're gonna do the thing. All right. We're gonna play our own Warden.
All right.
Let's make sure we kept up the right man. Okay. We're gonna play our own Warden. We are going to go to combat. We are going to put the counter on the Hydra.
Nice.
And then we are going to go to our second main phase, and then I'm going to play this Dragonback Lancer. It has flying as well. 4/4 or 3/3 flying, mobilize 1, and when it enters, it will get a counter because of the Hydra.
So both got our flyers.
And then I will go to instep and put another counter on the Hydra. I caught back up. Had to do it a roundabout way, but I got there. 2, 4, 5. I got
5.
7 creatures and you got 5.
Yep. We've got a little bit of a wall, but let's see.
Your flyer is a little bit larger.
What we're gonna do.
Do it.
I think we just swing in the air. you have any buffs.
Give into the dark side.
So we'll swing 5 in the air.
I'll take it.
All right. We'll see
Ouch.
if this race does anything for us.
All right.
I think we'll just go to instep.
Okay.
We'll put this up to 3. And we'll pass.
All right. Top deck of the century. No, but we'll take it. We will take that. All right. So we are going to tap for 4 or 5. Hello. Do we want to do that? Do we want to do that? Do we want to do that? Yeah, we're gonna do that. All right, we're gonna tap 5. We're gonna play the Omen on the dragon side. When this creature enters, you will gain 3 life.
I think I have a response
Uh-oh.
with the ETB. So the trigger is still there, but we will pay 1 black for this caustic exhale. So I'll
That's the one
behold
we were
my
talking
dragon.
about, you
It is.
snake.
So I will give your wildling -3/-3. I've got to keep the skies clear.
He was gonna be a 5.
He was, but not anymore.
Well, still gain the 3 life because
Yeah.
he had to enter first.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm sad. All right. Do we just see what you're made of?
I'm gonna start swinging out.
We can see what you're made of here.
Good.
Are you made of tough stuff? All right. How do we do this safely? There is no safety. We just go for it. All right.
Yep.
We're gonna do this. All right, we're gonna go to combat. The beginning of combat, he's going to put a counter on. Your Death Toucher is a 2/1. We're gonna put a counter on here.
Okay.
And then we are going to attack with all of these.
Big swings.
And on attack, we are going to mobilize off of both of these. So they're going to put in 2 spirits attacking, right? Yep, tapped and attacking. And then on the attack trigger, I'm going to sacrifice one of those spirits. And I'm going to give each creature I control a 1/1 counter.
All right, big swings. Let's see.
Get 2 and go to 2. All right, that's my attack, sir.
Okay, lots of stuff coming my way. Alright, so I think what we're gonna do is we're going to trade here. This is a 5/4, this is a 4/2. I think we'll trade our Death Touchers here. You can't block your dragon. We'll eat the 4/4 with my 5/5.
Math is for blockers, if you guys didn't know.
Math is for blockers. I think we just take the trample damage and the mobilized creature.
And that.
Yeah, so a full 12 if there's nothing else.
That'd be it.
Okay, so resolve damage. I will go down to 10. These will both die. These will both die. This is gone.
Was that beneficial? I don't know. But
I mean, it's lost almost over half of my life there.
We cleared a little bit of the board.
Yeah.
And when we go to instep, we will put a counter on the Hydra and pass the turn. So what card do you think like outperformed, like, or just performed higher than expectation? I think it's obvious the Hydra was
Warden,
very good.
Yeah, the Hydra's great. I picked up an alternate art as soon as the event was over because I love it. I'm building a Hydra deck and I think it's going to be great. The MVP of the first round I played was Sage of the Skies. My opponent played this against me. It's like a 2/3 with flying and lifelink, but when you cast this, you've cast one other spell, you get a copy. So all of a sudden there's two 2/3s with flying and lifelink. Yeah. It won him the second game, and I almost lost game 3 because of that.
Lifelink and life gain and any just playing a lot of extra life gain lands is a big deal.
There's nothing I can catch up with. Let's see. I think for this game though, I'll pay 3 and equip the blade onto my Stormbrood. Cost 1 less because of his color. So we're looking at a 7/7 in the air now.
Ugh.
But I need to be careful about the going-ons down here.
There's nothing going on anywhere.
I think we don't swing yet. I think we're a little too close to death to be swinging. So I will pass turn.
So what clan do you think performed the best, and which clan do you think was the most disappointing? For me, it was Teamer. I thought Teamer was going to be the best, and I just don't think the Teamer cards were there. But
I think maybe we just overhyped the colors, because on paper it should have been the strongest. We did see some standout players playing Teamer. I lost to it 3rd round. There's a card I'll talk about later that I didn't even see in the spoilers, and then all of a sudden there's 6 dragons on my opponent's field and I'm dead. I couldn't do anything about it.
Well, this might cramp your style a little bit.
Okay.
He's gonna enter and he's gonna endure 3, which means he's gonna get 3+1/+1 counters.
Okay.
But then he's also going to get an additional 3+1/+1 counters from that guy. So now he's a 10/10 with reach.
Yep, he sure is.
And he likes to reach up very high. What is your dragon right now?
It's a 7/7 with flying, ward, pay 2 life, and hexproof from monocolored. 6 and a 2/2 with vigilance.
It's hexproof, but not
hexproof, not protection.
Not protection.
But hexproof from monocolored. I think this needs to be gone.
Oh yeah, that was supposed to die at the
So we've got 4 creatures. But I'm sure we'll see your mobilized creature back on this attack.
I mean, it's possible, but I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do this, because now you do have a flyer that's up, and if I attack with this, mobilize, sacrifice, counters, it's iffy. But you are at 10. I don't like doing math, so I could make you do but I think instead, because my big Reacher here, and he is big like Reacher. You watch the show Reacher?
I have.
I'm binging season 3 right now. Oh, it's so good.
I'm like halfway through season 2. It is so good.
I binged season 1, and then season 2 was a lot slower. I would say 1 was better than 2, and I think 3 is actually just as good or interesting. I'm gonna go to my instep. Actually, sorry, wait.
So no swings?
I'm gonna go to combat first. I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna give my counter here.
Okay.
Yeah, because this guy's up for that, and then I will go to end step and put the counter on there, and then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. So no swings this time.
No swingy poos.
Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and finally play a blue card in our Soul Tie deck.
No,
I will
blue's bad.
tap 5 for Constrictor Sage.
Is this the
So
one
we
that taps people's
It
things down?
does. It has 2 triggers on entry.
Okay.
It'll tap down your Reacher and put a stun counter on it. So
Are you targeting that?
I am.
No, you're not.
Ooh, okay. So Snakeskin Veil will stop my snake, but I will still endure the Sage. And I'm going to make a 4/4 Spirit. And a couple extra blockers this time. And then I'm not swinging either. I'll just have my end step trigger. And we'll pass.
Alright. Do these spirits have flying? Why don't spirits
don't.
fly? That's that feels broken to me.
Because it's Abzan. Nothing flies in Abzan, right?
Alright, I'm gonna play this tapped and I will gain a life. Things are getting sticky on this board.
Yeah.
Things are getting very sticky. So your Hydra's a 7/7, one turn behind on Hydra triggers.
You could be ahead with the Battle Priest.
Yeah, the Battle Priest could put me up. I keep putting him on the Trampler, but maybe that's not the right play. Or should I put them on the Mobilize guy? I think I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna put this here.
Okay.
So he's a 6/6. It's all ugly. it's so polluted. And then I won't attack.
Okay.
But I am going to pay for this, tap, sacrifice it, and I'm going to create an XX white spirit token where X is the greatest toughness amongst creatures I control, which would be 11.
Great.
So it's an 11/11 spirit.
So I've got to do something this turn, I think.
You might need to. All right,
Got some huge creatures.
go ahead, sir. I have 19, you have 10.
And this kind of helps.
I don't know where all my cards went, and I don't know why I'm not drawing anymore. Where's my card draw at? Oh wait, I don't have blue.
I mean, it wasn't in my pool, and I am playing blue.
Of the new mechanics, what do you think was the most exciting and interesting?
This one right here,
Mobilize?
Endure.
Or Endure, yeah, sorry.
Because
Mobilize.
my 1-drop with 3 keywords is now a 6/6.
Yeah.
With 3 keywords.
Was there anything else that you saw that had Mobilize that was that good?
So all of these new keywords were references to old keywords, and they were all specific to their clans, right? So like Mobilize was all in Mardu. They had their like goblins and their smaller creatures. There were some nice like accessory enchantments that like buffed them as well.
Because I remember Amonkhet had something similar to Mobilize. When you attack, you got to create a token or something.
Yeah, there was some good, and I think those were in similar colors as well. It was a very like aggressive. Yeah, that stuff was good. I mean, I'm definitely biased. Endure is my favorite of the ones so far.
Which one do you think's the worst?
I don't think it's the worst overall, but I think Flurry wasn't able to be utilized as
For pre-release.
as much in pre-release.
I never saw anybody play anything with Flurry, so I don't know. But I would say that I don't like the Omen mechanic.
Yeah, and like it took a while. I had some opponents that we missed some triggers. We had to call the judge over because like it's new to everyone, so I don't blame them. But like there were things that were still in the graveyard that had been played by Omen, so we had to like shuffle, backtrack a little bit. But
it's just not a mechanic that it's so different than what we're used to with those cards that are
like the adventure-looking ones,
or the ones that are instant, and then you can play them only as an instant or only as the other thing. And
right.
You go to the graveyard.
Yeah. But it is a fun like twist on those because I like having like two different options for cards. Kind of expands the value of the card.
Yeah, it definitely made the flying the dragon guy good. One green to go get a land is always good. So.
Yeah. Let's see. So I can't swing into the Reacher.
Why not?
Because I don't want to lose my dragon. And it didn't get tapped down. Snakeskin Veil reprint coming to the rescue again.
Yes, I held that up.
Yeah. We'll just go to end step and pass, and then hope I can find a way to swing through soon.
Oh, I didn't get my instep trigger on the last turn on my Warden.
Uh-oh.
Are you going to give it to me?
I will. It's not a May ability.
Yes.
This time.
Alright, this time. I did tell the kid that, like, he missed his trigger like 4 times and we were 2 turns later, and I was like, I'll give it to you this time, but next time if you don't catch it, like, I'm not gonna give it to you. Alright, that thing.
That thing.
5?
It endures on attack?
Yes.
That's
enters
so
or
good.
attacks.
I like that.
So, it enters, it endures 2 plus 5.
Yeah.
So, 8. It's out of hand, Tanner. What are we going to do
This
here?
game's going nowhere fast. I think we're just going to see who decks themselves first.
You have 8. I can only attack with 5. I would not be attacking with my Reacher. No way. Oh, wait. I can attack with these 5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are you going to do? Triple block my 11 spirit? Or are you trying to throw something under the bus?
Again.
Oh, do you have a Death Toucher
Vigilance Reach Death Touch.
That's disgusting.
For 1 mana.
Oh, my
And it's
gosh.
a 6/6 because of the Hydra.
You make me want to throw up.
Just, cardboard rectangles doing cardboard rectangle things.
Alright, it doesn't have... Oh, it has reach. It doesn't
It does. Yeah, Vigilance Reach Death Touch. Some insane keywords on this card.
I was like, because I can attack with this if I raise it up and then attack into that. But
It's
now
a Dragon Sniper.
Dragon and snipers. Alright, we're going to go to combat. I'm going to put it here, and then I'm going to go to instep and put it here, just so I can catch up on the Hydra train.
You're ahead now.
Not really. I only have 1 piece of evasion in trample and 1 flyer.
Let's see.
Tim, save us from ourselves because this is ugly.
Yeah, we're going nowhere fast. I'm going to pay 2 and renew this champion. So I'm exiling it from my graveyard. I'm going to put a 1/1 counter on my Hydra and a trample counter.
Ooh.
So we're going to get a little bit of extra oomph. And maybe eventually start swinging with it.
The permanent trample counter?
It is a trample counter and a 1/1 counter for 2 mana.
Oh, wow.
Only in sorcery speed, so you can't like combat trick it, but it's still good. Now,
Bring it out.
let's see. I'm gonna swing the Sage. It's a 4/4.
Are you trying to kill it so you can renew it?
It might.
Oh yeah, you got some renew there. All right, I'm going to pay a black and 1 and tap the Arashian City to create a 1/1 spirit token.
Okay.
And then I'm going
Just
to
jump block
that
Great.
stupid thing with that.
All right. Yeah. It's nothing there.
Well, actually, no. Wait. Are you tapped? No, you're not tapped out. Do
Not
I
tapped out.
I could block it with the battle priest, and it won't kill it, and it won't kill this.
Right.
But
Just
if you
bounce off
have
each other.
anything, I can't risk my priest. All right, we're just gonna
Spirit?
jump with the spirit. Yeah.
All right. Well, there's no other effects on step trigger and pass. I think that's gonna be the title of this video. And step trigger and pass.
Okay. All right.
Or maybe
I think I might have to do this just to do it.
triggered at end step.
Triggered instead. What is the? It is equal to its power, right?
The endure is equal
equal
to its counters,
not power. Okay. I am going to cast this rebellious strike on the dragon back
Okay.
to draw a card. It gets +3/+0, but I'm mostly just doing it to draw a card.
So you're gonna mill out sooner. I see.
Yes.
Oh.
That's not what we wanted to have happen. I don't know what to do, sir.
I don't know. We're at a stalemate.
Combat.
Okay. Elephant trigger and step trigger. All right.
So bad. It's so bad. I'm sorry if you're still watching this point of the video.
It is rough.
This is how
over
pre-release
here.
felt, though.
It is.
I had multiple
yeah.
games go to time, but it was on game 3, and I made people hurry because I was like, hurry up.
It was rough for sure.
I beat a guy from 17 on turn 3 of turns at the end of the thing. He had 17 life, and I made him concede.
Oh. 17 concede.
Well, I had all of these, and I tapped out, and
Yeah.
I did all the counters, and he looked at me, and he's like, yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. Uh-oh.
We're
He's
gonna tap
tapping
out for your Abzan counterspell to blow me out of the water. I play a Feral Deathgorger. Got 2 triggers on entry. It is a flying death touch 3/5 dragon. When it enters, I exile up to 2 target cards from a single graveyard. So we're gonna choose 2 after I endure it. So we're putting 8 counters onto this dragon. It's got to be able to swing through at this point, right? It's an 11/13
Maybe.
with flying and death touch.
Does it have haste?
Nope.
In response, I'm going to make a spirit.
Great. All right, and step trigger and pass.
Oh no.
All right, next turn.
How big is it?
It's an 11/13, so it won't die to the Reacher if the Reacher blocks.
No, but it won't
But
kill
the
the Reacher.
Reacher's dead because it's got death touch.
Oh, it's got death. Why does
Flying
everything you
and
have death touch?
Because we're playing
I'll lose this game.
Golgari Pile with a single blue card.
Why does everything you have death touch, and it's all Abzan colors, and I have nothing with death touch?
I chose
In
the
my
Abzan
Abzan
box.
Do we just run it and see what happens? All right. Make a spirit.
Okay.
We're going.
Just
We're
swinging
just
all
going.
out.
We're going.
Holy
We're just
cow.
balls to the wall. No guts, no glory. At the beginning of combat, I'm going to trigger this, and I'm going to put a counter here.
Okay.
We are going to mobilize 1.
Yeah.
That guy right here.
Okay.
We are going to sacrifice the spirit we created this turn that can attack to give everything a +1/+1 counter. And probably either die now or die on the crackback.
Oh, I think you're dead on the crackback.
Well, I'm definitely gonna die on the crackback, but I'm gonna take some people down with me.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose some creatures here. So let's see.
Because you only have 10 life, so
I only have 10 life. I have to block everything.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So you have you can leave back like a spirit, or a priest.
Yeah.
But
okay, let's see. Yeah, I think we're going to hold on to this one and then end up taking the 2, but I think I have to block everything else. So we're going to put the Death Touch in front of the Giant Reacher.
okay.
We are going to put the Flying Death Touch in front of your Flyer.
Okay.
We are going to
I don't have patience for drawing out my deck, so we're gonna just do it.
block the Fellothar. My Sage will die to the Warden. My Spirit will die to your Elephant. My Spirit will die to your Spirit because it is huge. I need to be removing stuff as we go, or else we're going to have to redo everything again. Okay, so Sniper in front of the Reacher. Those are both dead. Deathgorger in front of your Flyer. Your Flyer's dead. We're putting a Pummeler in front of your Mobilizer. So that one's fine. Pummeler's dead. This Spirit is going to block your Hydra. My Spirit's dead. My Spirit's dying to your Spirit. I'm going to eat Fellothar with my Hydra. Then we will lose. This is big enough. We'll kill the elephant with my dragon. We'll eat the spirit there. And then I'll take the 2 from this last one.
My board is decimated and I lose on the crackback.
Yeah.
Right. Good game, sir.
Good, long, grindy game.
You won to my impatience and
Yeah.
my inability to sit here and endure this.
I drew my counterspell when you had no cards to counter.
Finally. That's
nice.
The Piercing Exile is the only piece of like real removal that I have. And then this guy, when a counter is placed on something, he puts an additional one on this one. That's
nice.
very good.
I have one of those as well, but I have yet to play it.
But I needed to get like to my truths to get like to surveil and draw some more cards, or the heirloom, which actually gives things trample. That would have been my saving grace.
Yeah.
But I would have had to wait 8 more turns, and nobody wanted to watch us go back and forth. So
Yep.
this is how pre-release felt for me, at least most of the time, because unless my skirmish rhino was on the bottom, unless of course I drew out like turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, and I put like all the good stuff on the board at once, and I was able to just like dominate quickly. That was the only way to.
It was really, these like green mirrors.
Yeah.
Those are the ones going to time. So thank you to those who have made it this far. If you made it to the end, put heirloom in the comments to
And then-
let us know you were here at the end.
And tell us what you thought of your pre-release. Tell us how the format felt to you, because although it felt very slow and grindy, I did like the interactions. I don't like limited formats when they are just aggro,
Yeah.
and you win on turn 3, turn 4, people are conceding because they're down at 4 life, before
Yeah.
nothing. Like the percussionists in Duskmourn with the white enchantments.
Yeah.
that was out of
Those
hand.
were moving quick.
That was out of hand. So,
Yeah.
come
Also-
back. And
Yeah, we'll see you guys next video to see what Tim's creation was. If you want to put guesses as to what makes Tim's deck unique for the next video, let us know.
Tim has the ability, or the uniqueness of being able to watch this entire game. So now he knows what to expect. Your
Yep.
deck is exposed. You are exposed, Tanner. You know
Yes.
nothing about him and what he's about to
Let's
do to
see
you.
if I can continue my redemption arc.
Oh wait, I gotta go officially go down to 0, and then die. Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
watching.
killing me. Bye.